Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Coming up, how aggressive will it be? They'll run it to the right side. Breaking free at the 35. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass is caught. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
High completion, good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Receiver in motion now. Play action here on first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy. And the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. And the Huskers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Behind the line of scrimmage. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Looking to the end zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskers. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll start off with a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to his target. He makes the grab. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles, they can get outside, and they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here, they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his...
Junior steps up and makes an impact play. And the Huskies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, they give up a huge pass play, and they come back with a sack on the very next play. This defense was hoping to stop the bleeding, and they do so with that sack.
He's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. The catch is made inside the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. And that pass ball is incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
They look to throw it here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Taylor. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Slides a quick throw. Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded with not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He hands it off from the gun.
Bro,
Bring him down, but a
stop
solid
that
run
fake
there by
shit.
the sophomore.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they've loved to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier, and Lawrence Phillips, and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
And tackled after a small pickup there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
He lets it go. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Nebraska. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw it deep. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. One play moves the ball to the 48. Another first down coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Holmes. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And completion makes it second and short. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Holmes. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
The slant is a great way to get the ball to your receiver against man coverage, especially if you feel like you've got an advantage on the matchup. Easy throw and completion for the quarterback and receiver.
Washington getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught quickly. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw again. Defense is coming after him. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. The Huskies will crank up the tempo.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. And the pass is dropped incomplete.
Bro.
He had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. Now it's 3rd and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up one inch.
Point after, up and good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 30, so a good choice to bring it out of the end zone. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
That completion sets up a 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
See if he can make something happen with the return. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the speedy returner, a big gain on that one. Coverage team barely able to stop him. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's across the 25. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together in this drive with a little more urgency. The pass rush closing in. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. An important 9 yards gain there. Brings up just 3rd and 1. The Huskers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Caught in the flat by the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks clear. It just trucks through the defender. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his 1st down on the 3rd down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. He's escaping the pocket now. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their 2nd sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
That sack sets up a 3rd down play. And he'll set up to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into
Too
a floater.
much.
Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing. And
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Tackle made after a big gain.
great conversion here for this Washington offense and another 1st down. And I tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's a quick grab. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. And the Huskies come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Washington has moved into the red zone. Direct snap to the back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. That's a test of toughness and a test of will, and the running back won that battle.
Yeah, that's a great effort. Love to see running backs get their knees up and run through those potential arm tackles. That's what makes them one of the top backs in the country.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Nebraska 14.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. On 1st down, it's play action. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got it. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
And in 1st down, they go right back to him. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Takes the ball and heads to the left. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. The Cornhuskers looking to crank up the tempo a bit. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. The pass ball is incomplete. A big fourth down stop for this defense.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservative. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, it's tipped to the line and intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Quick pass, here comes a jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're only in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. Interesting position here. How aggressive do they get to try to add to this lead before halftime? And he lofts it toward the sideline. Deep ball is caught. Gain here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Trying to create here on the move. And it's complete downfield. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
You talk about a memorable game for a wide receiver. This guy continues to show why he's one of the best in the country. Already 3 touchdowns on the day, and now just tacking on more yardage and a first down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for the wideout. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would be better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Off the play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, going to heave it downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. They're barely able to stop him after a huge gain. They saved a touchdown in that final tackle as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Trying to build on a positive first half for this offense. Let's see if they can stretch the lead. There's some urgency on the part of the defense to stop the bleeding here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Launches downfield. And is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to
I thought he was due for a
and
touchdown.
then
Oh,
capitalize
he was a
here.
little delayed. He's from the strong safety spot.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. Powers through. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the
Good.
ground.
That's a
And the Huskers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. Makes a quick
He just
grab.
looked at it.
Gets some space around the 30. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run. The Huskers hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Nowhere to run up the middle. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Huskers. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Now they line up to kick the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now they get set to kick it away.
Nebraska, 28.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback.
Will take over. First and 10.
And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's going for a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside.
Down he goes, a sack. The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They make the tackle quickly, but the offense set up with a 1st and goal at the 7. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Trying for the touchdown, they'll test the left side. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Now they get stopped here on 2nd down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
He's swarmed by the defense. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here.
Will take over. First and 10.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Makes a quick catch. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. The Cornhuskers have 1st and 10 here.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up 2nd down. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Snags the quick throw. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing, they're sitting back in zone, they're trying to double coverage certain receivers. Everything that they've tried is, unfortunately for them, not working because of how well this quarterback is seeing it and throwing today.
Finds room at the 30. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea.
Take over. First and 10.
And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Caught quickly. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this first down. And hey, this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback play has been for a number of years, going way back to Warren Moon and Mark Brunell, and more recently with Jake Browning, and of course the last couple years with Michael Penix.
And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. It's going to bring up second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running past the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Washington. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Washington 45.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Took contact on the throw. It's caught downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the fourth quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
On the run here, taking a deep shot. And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Huskies looking to run some tempo here.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
Extending the play now. He's swarmed by the defense.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Looks like Washington will have the first down. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Has the first still on the move. Touchdown, Huskies. Still no answer for this offense.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
An extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. It's a short completion to the big tight end. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down. The offense going with the hurry up.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
Second down play coming up. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. And the back now goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on third down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. A big play moves the ball across midfield, the opponent's 43.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
First down, looking to throw the football. On the run here, lets it go. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
And this pass is caught, and they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. And the Huskers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Back to throw again, looking for his back. The throw complete to the running back underneath. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. This offense cannot be stopped.
And that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball on. His guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is in bounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Send the back in motion. That's a design quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on third and very long. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down.
Heads up, it's a fake, trying to throw it. He fires it. It's caught, but now can he make the first down?
Well, I love the call here. It's going to come up short, but I think we got to give all the credit to the punt return team. They were not fooled at all. Great job having a head on a swivel to keep them short of that first down.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Second down after that run on the previous play. We'll try to run it with the option. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Back in motion now. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Oh, and it's incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. Crucial moment late in this game.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And the Washington offense retakes the field here. They're in pretty good position. It's a two-possession game. Can they now put this game on ice? We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Got the first down, now looking for more. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, what a day for this quarterback. If you're keeping an eye on the box score, that last run puts him over 100 yards for the game. And this defense has had all sorts of trouble trying to keep him under wraps today.
Using his legs here. Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a first down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Picks up the first, looking for more. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
And the Huskies will line up here on first down and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. And they're able to get him down. The Huskies come to the line to run the hurry-up. It's an option look. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Oh, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
The course in the playoffs is survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.